Anyway, welcome each and every one of you guys to logged on to tonight's call, guys. I wanted to make sure that each and every one of you had a chance to be on this call because tonight's call is going to be a little bit different than what we've had because, of course, you guys know we have different leaders in our that's up and rising leaders in the organization and in the team, in the group. We allow different individuals to train, to coach because we're in a space of developing leaders. But one of the great things about that is, guys, that every leader has a leader and every coach has a coach if they are worth what we call their salt. If they're worth what they're supposed to be worth, every coach has a coach. I was actually talking with a gentleman today, and we were talking about the same thing about coaches having coaches, and some of the top people in the world who are successful in their spaces, like Tony Robbins and Dean Gracios and other top leaders in the industry of business. They also have coaches. All right. I mean, myself, in this industry, because coaches help you hold you accountable. Coaches they'll ask you the right questions because the questions are already inside of you that you already know. They help reveal it to you that you already know. But also you have mentors, and mentors, as I say to you guys, mentorship is wisdom without waiting. And when you have a chance to be mentored by people who are very successful, you can follow the already expanding systems that they have, already guidelines they put in place. You can follow the same things that they've been able to do to not only have success for themselves, but have success all around the world. And you yourself can have similar or better results. For everybody who's brand new, who never met me before, my name is Jason L. Scott the First. I'm originally from New York City, from the projects of the Bronx, New York. And all my life, like everybody else in this call, I've always believed that I was truly destined for something great. And as I always tell people, guys, great means great. In order to become great, you must be first willing to step into your greatness. And tonight, I want to have an opportunity to actually introduce you guys to a gentleman who I had a chance to meet him many years ago. Sometimes many so probably at moments that he don't even recognize. I was looking through some old pictures a few days ago, Rebecca. I'm like, man, he was like a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He posted up like this. I was saying, I don't know, a little young. I'm like Jason, like a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a youngin', but he's grown up, guys, to be an amazing coach, an amazing mentor. So much so that, I'm on a weekly call that we do with corporate. I'm on a weekly call that we do with the top leaders in the company. And on that weekly call, every single week, the company calls on him for direction. They call on him for he'll give some questions, he'll answer questions, and he also gives some directions and directive based off of what he sees happening, what he sees that can actually benefit the people, and many things that you guys have seen that has shown up in the company that's shown up on their lives. What they're talking about has been because this gentleman has literally, he's not only has said these are things that he recommends because he's already has implemented many of these things, have had great results with his organization, and because of those great results, been able to transverse time. He's been able to actually grow organizations not just in one country, but multiple countries all around the world. He's actually you've been probably seeing him on social media or through the company's websites when they've been posting that they're traveling with him in multiple countries around the world. They just actually had a chance to go out to see, and I know some people they pronounce it kind of crazy. Jason is Baracucamanga out that way, out in out in Colombia, and I recognize it because that was a place, guys, that I actually had a chance to grow and visit myself many years ago, growing an organization. So to see him out there working, building an entire team of people being inspired and influenced by his leadership and what he's been able to accomplish. I wanted to make sure that tonight, as we know, this is the week that we normally have for our smart shift. This is the week that we have a long-term investment strategy with the 120 Club. And he'll ask me many times, you guys are on with the 120? I'm like, oh, yes, Jason. Yes, sir. We definitely are about the 120 as well. But tonight, this is not my call. It's not my direction. This is called directly from a gentleman who has a bird's eye view of not just his own personal leadership, but the leadership of multiple organizations. And when you become successful in this, you can literally just look and see based off of production, based off of what's happening, based off of how people are connecting and how they're communicating and how they're showing up. You yourself will know what the people need. And I believe at this particular moment in time, this gentleman knows exactly what the organization and the people need. So without further ado, I want to actually have a chance to introduce you to my personal sponsor in this organization, in this company of Total Life Changes TLC, Mr. Jason Rodriquez. Mr. Jason Rodriquez, take it away, sir.
Wow. But that introduction was something else. Help me put a lot of fires on the chat for our next, right? Our next global ambassador, executive ambassador. It's just time hasn't caught up, but that's coming. Our amazing Jason L. Scott. So, how's everyone doing? I want to see how's the energy. Put me on the chat. Say anything. How do you feel right now with your TLC business? Sum it up in a word, in a phrase, whatever you want to say, but write it down in the chat. I want to see how's the energy. How are you feeling? So I see amazing, amazing, excited, on fire. Let me see what else. Blessed, on fire. Awesome, awesome. Guys, I want you to remember that 80% of your success in this business has to do with what you're feeling and what you're thinking, right? We become what we think about, we attract what we feel. So when you're feeling excited, when you're feeling expectant, when you know that good things are coming for you and your business, God is going to open doors. I remember the last conversation we had about a month ago. I want you guys to know that wild things have happened in this last month. Like, you guys have no idea. And it's just simply confirmation that when you're in the right energy, that when you are in the right mindset, God opens doors. Things simply happen. 2 weeks ago, I enrolled, but I brought back who was one of the powerhouses a couple years ago in TLC. She was the fastest person to go global director. She went global director in 49 days. Amazing, made over 7 figures in TLC. And this lady came back, and I just go back to what were my declarations starting this year, how I would teach my team, guys, this is going to be our year. Amazing things are going to happen. I was actually declaring, Jason, I don't know if I told you this, my motto, my phrase for 2025 was, this was my lucky year. And I think I'm not sure, but I think I spoke about this in the last call, right? Yes, I did. I talked about, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I talked about this, the movie Deadpool, right? On the last call we had about the girl that her superpower was, oh, I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. This that I'm telling you happened after the call we had. So I talked to you about this. I was like, oh, this is the year. I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. Guys, this girl came back. I didn't even contact her. She contacted me. She enrolled in her first week 256 new distributors. She broke a company record. Nobody has done that in the history of TLC. This lady is doing amazing things. So I just want to remind you, all of you, this, that it is all energy. It is all being in the right mindset. That's why I start this call asking you, how are you feeling? Because you are going to attract what you are feeling. And a lot of you are one person away to accomplishing your next level. A lot of you are one person away to accomplishing amazing things. But that person is going to come to you when you are emotionally and energetically ready. And what does that mean? Well, the Bible says it, ask and you're going to receive, knock and the door will be open. When you are expecting amazing things to happen, amazing things happen. But when you're worried, when you're anxious, when you're like, oh, the rent is due, when you're like, Christmas is coming up, I gotta buy presents, and you're stressed about the money, you're stressed about financial bills, you're stressed about your reality, your situation. I'm sorry, you're just gonna keep on attracting what you're feeling. So, big part of our journey to success is to start seeing things as you want them to be. Start calling what is not as what it is. You understand what I'm trying to say? And in those moments where there's uncertainty, in those moments when you don't know what's going to happen, instead of falling to fear, falling to trust, trusting that greater things are going to come. So, guys, amazing things are happening, right? So, Jason was talking about 120 Club, right? And I was telling Jason, I have promotions. Your team are part of these promotions. They have to know what's going on. They have to know what we're doing with Taste and Talk. They have to know everything that's going on. So that's the reason why we put up this call. So I want everyone to know, right? 120 Club is part of the foundation of what our business is. I believe that the foundation of our business is 120 Club and 1052. Okay, so it's basically be on 120 because that's the correct mindset. A lot of people don't understand 120 and they just say like, okay, but I mean, I could be on 80, I could be on 40. Why do I have to be on 120? And I teach my team, well, of course, it's a pre-requirement for you to go be able to go director, executive, regional, right? And reach all the ranks. But other than that, you are telling the universe, I am ready. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, imagine somebody like this lady, her name is Wanderless, comes into your team today. And in her first week, she enrolls 200 something people. She moves 5,000 points, 10,000 points in your pay rate, right? You need to be 120 club to be able to qualify for the rank. If you're not 120 club, you're not going to qualify. And I know that you might say, yeah, Jason, but I could just buy the products on that same week and I'm already qualified. But that's the problem. That's not the right mindset. You're never going to get someone like this to come into your team unless you are mentally ready for it. And when you are 120 club, you are telling the universe, you're telling God, you're telling your team, you're telling everyone, I'm ready for that next level to come to me with. Okay? I'm ready right now to break executives, to break national, to break regional, to break all of the ranks. You understand what I'm saying? So more than it being a pre-requirement, this is what I teach my team. You got to be on the right mindset. And that is exactly what 120 Club is. And of course, if you can have it on the smart ship, well, you're going to have an amazing deal because you're going to have, right, all of your products on a discount. So what do I do for my 120 Club? I do 4 raffles a year, every 3 months on an iPad, okay? So all of you participate on this raffle. So how does this work? This works January, February, March, right? April, May, June, July, August, September, and now you guys are participating for October, November, and December. So how does this work? Everyone who's 120 in October, November, and December is drawn into a raffle of an iPad. Brand new iPad. I order it on Apple or Amazon and I have it shipped to your house, okay? So all you have to do is do your 120 smart ship. If you do it 1 month, well, your name is going to go 1 time into the raffle. Now, if you do it October and November, well, now your name is going to go 2 times into the raffle. And if you do it October, November, and December, well, now your name goes 3 times into the raffle. So what I do is, right, I collect the names. Jason, you're going to help me with that, okay? So just give me, like, once this month is finished, November, starting December, you just send me the list. These were the 120 people from my team, right? And on January, right after December, we do the raffle, right? I do it live. I always post it on my social media and we pick a winner. A couple of weeks ago, I picked the last winner for the last 3 months, and it was our national director, Janai Jordan. She was the winner for the iPad, okay? So everyone who has a smart chip for 3 products, and of course, it goes through, you're going to participate on this. So we have 120. We have 1052. So 1052, it's more 52 than anything. It is 5 customers, 2 distributors. Your business has to revolve around this. 5 customers, 2 distributors. So you have to set goals on how many 1052s can I do. So let's say right now you're doing 1052 a month or every 2 months, you know? You have to maintain that ratio. For every 5 customers I get, for every 5 products I sell, I'm going to have 2 people that are going to join the business. So let's try to have that as a monthly goal, right? This month I had 5 customers and I had 2 new people join me in the business. Then let's evolve to a weekly goal. Well, this week I had 5 new customers and 2 distributors. Now let's take it to an every other day goal, right? Between today and today and tomorrow, I had 5 new customers and 2 distributors. And you want everything to revolve around that. Now, how are you going to do it? There is a principle in network marketing that is called sell or retail to recruit, right? Retail to recruit. So I want you to write this down. We retail. So, wait, I know it in Spanish. Let me translate this. Nosotros vendemos para reclutar y reclutamos para vender. Okay. So we sell to recruit, right? That's the focus. We're selling product to get people to fall in love, to bring more people on board, to keep pushing volume with us. We sell to recruit, but we recruit to keep selling. So we sell to recruit, but we recruit to keep selling. And what does this mean? That we're getting customers, we're getting people to fall in love with our products. But what's the end goal? The end goal is that that customer is eventually going to become a recruit. And I'm not saying that the customer, the person, is going to become a recruit. But out of that sale, eventually a recruit is going to come. So let's say that I have Patricia, right? Patricia is my customer. She loves the product. She's always buying product. By this, I don't mean that my end goal is to recruit Patricia, because you never want to convert a good customer into a bad distributor. No. If she wants nothing to do with the product, with the business, and she loves the products, awesome. But her referrals could eventually become a recruit. You know, Patricia could refer me someone, and that person also loves the product, and that person refer me someone, and that person loves the product. Eventually, out of Patricia, I want to have a recruit in my business. That's what we mean by we sell to recruit, and we recruit to keep selling. Okay? So I want you to be able to visualize your customers as eventually, out of this customer, I'm going to get a distributor. And what's the best way to accomplish this? With referrals, right? So our business model rotates around referrals. We are in the boca a boca. How do you say that? Word to word, mouth to mouth, right? It's word to word. We are in the word to word business. This is the foundation of network marketing. You know, people fall in love word to mouth. Thank you, Larry. Word of mouth business. People fall in love with our products. People fall in love with the business model, and they talk about their experience. And that experience is what gives us more sales and more recruits. So even though we have social media, even though we got TikTok, we can pay ads on social media. They're influencers. There's now hundreds of ways in which we can reach out to people using technology. Referrals will always be number one. Why? Because when someone comes to you from a referral, the job's done. Think about it. Okay, let's put two scenarios. Someone texts you, someone DMs you on Instagram because you posted something. They want information either of the business or of the product. To that person, you got to give them the whole explanation, all the videos, all the testimonials, everything. And you got to close that, right? But now let's think about someone that texts you like, hey, my friend this told me about these teas. She lost some pounds. Can you give me information? That's a for sure sale. You're understanding what I'm saying? Like this is not to see if you convince the person, to see if they purchase it. If they're coming to you as a referral, they're already ready to either sign up or to buy product. So referrals will always be top notch when it comes to the exposure and the growth of our business. Now, how do we get those referrals? There are a lot of different ways to do it. But back in the day, it would be just ask for referrals. And you would do the old traditional, like, hey, this person gave me your number. Would you be interested in losing weight? And of course, it works, but it's a little intrusive, right? How can we get referrals in a way that's not bugging people, that's not uncomfortable, and that everyone's happy? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that TLC, the best network marketing company in the world with the best products, best compensation plan, best leadership, best corporate, came out now with the best idea in the planet. And it's what we're calling our new system. And this is taste and talk. Taste and talk. And I know a lot of you have seen the flyers, have heard, maybe you know, okay, taste and talk, yeah, they're doing business parties or they're doing product presentations. No, guys, this is way bigger than this. I was speaking with Jack today, a couple minutes ago, actually. We were talking about this, and we were talking about a lot of the leaders that left, powerhouses that today they're not here. And he would tell me, Jason, even though there were big numbers, they actually failed because network marketing is not about you building a team, falling apart, rebuilding, falling apart, rebuilding, falling apart. No, you got to see this as franchise. You got to see this as you bring people on board, you plug them in to do something, they start automatically having results, and they continue to have results. You're there or not there. You understand what I'm saying? And the only way you can accomplish this is with a duplicatable system, right? So if we think about McDonald's, the only way McDonald's works worldwide is because there's a system. Like if you want to open a McDonald's, of course, you got to invest in the franchise, but there's a manual, there's a book this big of every single step you have to follow because it's a franchise. So Jack loves to say this, the fryer is always to the left because that's part of their system, you know? But for a McDonald's to work and for kids, because if you go to a McDonald's, the workers, what ages are they? 16, 17, 18. But it works. It works everywhere, you know? You don't go to a McDonald's where you're like, I like that one better. Like the service is better over there. It's the same thing everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it works. Because otherwise it would be impossible for it to work. That's the only way you can franchise something. Having simple steps, right? You do this, you do this, you do this, and everyone knows what they have to do. We got to see our business the same exact way. So what is the duplication system? The duplication system is taste and talk. So for those of you that don't know what taste and talk is literally product presentations. I know Jason and me are both from back in the day where we were taught show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, you know? And of course, that will never change. But when we come to reality, 70-80% of the people are scared of presenting the business because they feel like they don't know how to explain the compensation plan. Can you guys relate to that? Can anyone relate to that? Can anyone be like, yeah, like I can talk about the products, but if it's the compensation plan, I'd rather have Jason do it. I'd rather have a lady do it. I'd rather have leaders do it, right? I still don't feel prepared. So we tell people, go to the streets and talk about the business, but most people actually don't do it because they're scared to do it. But when it comes to product, who here feels that they can talk about the products? Testimonials, they can talk about the tea, the Delgada, how you feel. You don't have to know the ingredients, but you can like read it off the label, like, hey, it has an advantrezine, it's good for you. You don't even know what it does, but you don't care, you know, you just know that it makes you feel good and it makes you lose weight, right? So most people are confident when it comes to talking about the products, right? So how can we leverage on what we know, what we have, and get a benefit out of this? This is where taste and talk comes. So taste and talk parties are product parties, okay? Invite people. This could be virtual, so it could be a Zoom. It could be at your house. It could be anywhere. And talk about the products and testimonials with the end goal of selling, right? Of retailing, of getting customers. Now, how can we take this and combine it with referrals, right? How can we get referrals? Because that was the initial premise. How can we get referrals without being annoying, where everyone is happy? What if you could offer to your customers or friends that have nothing to do with the business, but that they're willing to support you? What if you could offer them a free gift? How would that sound? Right? Let's imagine your customer, your loyal customer loves a tea. And you tell that person, would you like to know how you could earn the tea for free? For free? Yes, of course, tell me more about it. This is where taste and talk comes. So in our back office, we have a platform in which we can create a party link, which is directly associated to our TOC retail link. So that doesn't change. It's your same link, just that it's associated to a party. Now you're going to name that party, put a date for the party, and there's going to be a host for that party. Who's going to be the host? The host is going to be that person that's getting you the referrals. So let's say this is your customer, this is your mom, this is your friend, this is your neighbor. These are people that are not in TLC, right? So we're going to tell them, hey, would you like to know how you can get free product? Yes, of course. Would you be willing to invite 5 to 10 friends, family, neighbors, whoever you want? I'll explain the products and benefits, and of the sales we have, if we at least sell 4 products, you're going to get a product for free. How does that sound? It's great. So now they're doing the work because they want the free product. And you're like, Jason, who's going to give them the free product? TLC is going to do it. Because when you open the party link, you register a host and you put all the party details and you get a link. So now you do your party. This could be a 10-minute Zoom, literally, where you're going to talk about your testimonial, where you're going to talk about the products. You can invite other team members like, hey, Katrina, could you get on the call and talk about your testimony? Hey, Rebecca, can you get on the call and talk about your testimony? It's just people talking about their experience with the product. And then we try to get of those people to order through the link. Now the link knows when the party is, and you have 7 days after the party to reach at least $250 sold through that link. And if that happens, you're going to make your $20 per product. If it's R5, you're going to get R5. If it's G5, you're going to get G5. So none of that changes. But once it hits 250 goal, the host is going to receive an email with a coupon code, which is $40 credit, product credit, and one product, 50% off. So this could be used in 2 separate orders, or they can combine it for 1 order. So let's talk about the tea. How much is the tea? $60. If you split it in half, 50% off, it's $30. And if you have a $40 credit, you're just paying for the shipping. Shipping is like $12. So you already have 10 on top of the shipping. The tea is going to be like for $2 or $3. You understand what I'm saying? So the person is going to receive practically a free product. So I want to do this live in front of all of you so that you understand how you can create your taste and talks, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go to my back office, okay? So how does this work? You got to be in your back office, okay? So log out, let's say sign in, right? I got to go in with my email and password. Boom, boom, boom. And here, you're going to see where it says party, right? So how do you create a party? It is very simple. You just go to create party. It's going to ask you for a host. So you're going to put the email of the host, name, last name of the host, and just party details. Put a title, select if it's in person, virtual, date, start time, address. If it's virtual, you don't have to put an address, but there's still a glitch in the system where it does require it, right? And create party. Bam. Okay. So once your party is created, the party is going to appear like this. Okay. So for example, I created this party. All right. Where do I see the party link? Here. I'm sorry. Like here, where it says copy party details. If I click this little square and I go to, for example, notes, and I go to paste, look what I'm going to get. I'm going to get the name of the party, Fiesta de Salud, and party shop link. So this link, if you go in this link, right, you are not now shopping, boom. It takes me to Jason Rodriquez's link, you see. So any customer can shop here, but everything that is purchased here is going to go and add up to the party link. Wait, give me a second. is going to add up to the party link. And here I'm going to see the total sales. Like, for example, this party link had $77.75 in sales. Okay. So once you reach $250, you're going to get these prizes. Sorry, you're going to get these prizes. So you can see it here, Taste and Talk Guide. Just 1 second for it to load. Here it is. Look, please screenshot this, okay? So if your party sells $250 or more, okay? So this has to be in the subtotal of the product. So shipping and taxes are not going to add up to your party, okay? So if the product is $59.95, that's what's going to get added to it, okay? Not the shipping, none of that. So if you sell $250 or more, this is what the person is going to receive. They're going to receive 2 coupons, $40 credit plus 50% item, okay? They could use it in 2 separate orders or 1 order. If the party has 500 or more, if it sells 500 or more in 7 days, well, the host is going to get $90 or 2 products or 2 50% offs. I mean, and sorry, not or 90 and 2 50% off items. If it's 750 or more, it's going to be $150 and 3 50% items. And if the party link sells $1,000 or more, the host is going to get a $200 credit plus 4 50% items. Now, something very important, guys. These products which are purchased through these coupon codes, let's say, through these rewards, this is a gift TLC is giving. So this is not going to create points to the binary. This is not going to give you a commission. You can now activate with this. This is simply for the host to receive free product. But this is amazing because this gives you the opportunity to be able to get referrals. So let's say today you could create a list of all of your customers and you could text them like, hey, my company has a promotion. Would you like to know how you could earn free product? The immediate answer, what's going to be the immediate answer? Let me stop sharing so you can see my face. What's going to be the immediate answer? The immediate answer is going to be yes, 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 yes. And tell them we're now doing these taste and talk parties. People are loving it. And I would love for you to be part of this. Could you invite 5 to 10 people to a quick meeting? We could do it on Zoom. And if you're comfortable doing it at your house, I'll bring products so everyone can taste. I'm just going to talk for 15 minutes about our products and my testimonial. Now, if we sell 4 products from there, you're going to get a free product. No volume, no nothing, guys, okay? This is just free. Of course, of the products that they purchase on your link, yes, nothing changes there. You're going to get your $20. You're going to get your points. You're going to get your retail matching bonus, all of that. But from the coupon of the rewards, no, nothing of that goes into the system. It's just a gift from TLC to the person, okay? So guys, we can have a lot of referrals. Now, I want you guys to see this now from another perspective, okay? Because you can be your own host, okay? You can be your own host. You can earn your $20 per product and get the free product. And TLC has no problem with this, okay? I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I'm tricking the system by doing it myself. No. TLC wants you to be your own host. So there's a lot of people that do TikTok lives, Instagram lives. That can be a party. Just invite your customers, invite your people, create your link, and everything you sell, do it through the link. You sell 4 products, you're going to get a free product. So I want you guys to see this not only as a system, but I want you to see this like in addition to the compensation plan. Have you thought of it like this? This is literally a new bonus in the compensation plan. Sell 4 products, get 1 free. Have you thought of it like that? Have you ever like think about it like that? Guys, this is amazing. And you know what's the best part? That the 4 orders, like it doesn't have to be 4 customers, just 250 sold. These 4 or 5 products, they honestly don't even have to come from the party. So let's say Catherine has her customer, she invites, only 3, 4 people show up, only 2 purchase. We're still too short. Catherine, if you have a customer that wants to order, you can have them order through that link. Doesn't matter. There's no difference. You're still going to get your $20, even though they weren't at the party. But the host is going to get the reward. You understand? So this is a way to simply have the goal. So guys, we all have to create party links. All the products you're going to sell from today and on, you're going to do it through your links. So what's going to be my recommendation? Every Thursday night or every Friday morning, open a party link. And everything you're going to sell, everything you're going to retail it through the link. You're going to get free product and you can resell that product and make cash. Guys, this is amazing. For every 4 products that you sell, 4 to 5, because it's going to depend on the price. If it's like, for example, if it's the flavor teas, which are $70, 70 times 4, that's $280. Oof, you're way past it. If it's $65 times 4, you're $260. You're way past it. If it's just the brew tea, you're going to be missing $10, okay? Because that's 60. So it's all going to depend exactly on the price of the product, but it's going to be 4 to 5 products, okay? All of your customers, everything you do, you're going to do it through the party links. So I'm going to share screen again, okay? I'm going to share screen again. Let's go back to the open link I have, right? So let's say this party is November 13th, right? 7 days after November 13th. So November 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 7 days. So on the 20th, this link is going to close automatic. And if it has $250 in sale, I'm going to get the prize. If it's 500 or more, I'm going to get the bigger prize. If it's 750 or more, I'm going to get the bigger prize. Now, let's say you want to close the party before. Because why? Because, okay, you accomplished the goal. 4 products were sold. You know more products aren't going to be sold. Okay? You can manually close the party. Okay? So I can go here, close party. And once I close it, if it's 250 or more, in 10 minutes, you're going to get the reward. Okay? Of course, the commissions, the $20 per product, all of that is exactly the same as you guys know it. So all of that is instant. This does not vary in any way our compensation plan. This is just a specific link, the link that you copy from there, that's going to be associated to this party so that they know who the host is. And at the same time, they can earn the rewards, okay? So guys, this is simply amazing. This is an addition that we have to our compensation plan. For every 4 products that you sell, you're going to get a new product. So what do I want us to do right now? I'm going to give everyone a minute, 60 seconds. I really want everyone to do this. If you have to get out of the Zoom, you can get out of the Zoom, do it on your phone. Everyone log into your back office and create a party link right now. I'm going to give everyone 2 minutes to do it. Okay? And after you guys do it, I'm going to have a surprise for all of you. Okay? So you do not want to not do this. Believe me, you do not want to not do this. Like everyone right now. I'm going to do this live just in case you don't remember how it is. How's the process? You got to go to totallifechanges.com. So totallifechanges.com. You're going to click sign in and you're going to log into your back office with your email and your password. And this is going to take you to this, right? This is going to take you to your pre-back office, okay? So in your pre-back office, you're going to go to party. So let's click on party. And you're like, Jason, for when am I going to create this party? What date? Don't stress about it. You can create it for tomorrow. You can create it for Friday. You can create it for Saturday. But just do it quick, okay? So you're going to create a party. You're going to put yourself as the host, okay? I'm going to put myself as a host with my email. I'm going to put Jason Rodriquez as the host, yes. And what's the party title? December to remember, whatever. You can name it whatever you want. It's going to be a virtual party. It's going to be Saturday, right? At what time? I'm going to do this party at 5 p.m. Okay? Don't stress about this, guys. Put whatever date you want to put, but put a like today, tomorrow, maximum Saturday, okay? Because I want this party to close ASAP, okay? It's gonna ask for an address. Don't stress about this, guys. Just put whatever because there's a small glitch. It doesn't let you continue without this, okay? Okay. So once we put all of this, I do create party, and I have my party created, okay? So I want everyone to create their party. One more minute. Create your party right now. Create your party, okay? And you're going to take here, you're going to copy the details, go to notes, so you can get the exact link. You're going to paste. You guys are seeing my screen. Yeah, you're seeing my screen. And you're going to have the exact party link, okay? So 30 more seconds, 30 more seconds. I need everyone to create their party link, okay? If I have to give you a little bit more time, I'll give you the time, okay? And Jason, I'm gonna do a party. I'm actually gonna do that party this Saturday. I'm still figuring out the time. I'm gonna do it in Spanish though. But I'm gonna do a virtual party. It's probably gonna be on my Instagram, right? And I'm gonna invite the whole team to be on there. You should do the same. Whatever works for you. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, 15 minutes alive, and just talk about testimonials and your products and have everyone invite people to that party. Okay.
Okay. And what time you doing it on Saturday?
I'm
For
doing
you?
it. I still haven't like 100% figured it out because I have to check well my agenda because tomorrow's my Spanish meeting and I'm gonna announce this tomorrow. But I was thinking of doing it Saturday afternoon, so this could be like 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that. Okay, but it's gonna be
Okay.
in Spanish. It's gonna be
Good
really
stuff.
good.
I created my party link already, but I noticed it said two times. It said something that was optional, like to insert a link. Is that for a person if they want to insert their webinar link
There's
or?
Zoom or webinar link, yes, but it's
Mhm.
not obligated. You don't
Yeah.
have to. What it is asking for is the address. For some reason, it doesn't let you go through if you don't put an address. So you just put your home address.
Yeah.
Does everyone have their link? Did everyone create it? Did everyone create it? Put in the chat if you already created your link. Put in the chat if your link is ready. I know Jason's ready.
Hmm.
Patricia's ready. Okay, Pamela's trying. Let's give them one more minute. I need you all to create this because I'm going to announce something based on this. Okay. You're getting an error. Katrina, we could help out after this call.
Hmm.
Okay. If anything, there's Patricia's link. Okay. So everyone is going to have their own link. So you guys, so Jason can do the taste and talk. You invite the people. And then Jason says, communicate with the person that invited you so you get your link. So everyone is going to then send their links to their guest. Okay. So I'm going to launch a promotion and you guys are part of this. So everyone in this week, starting on Friday, okay, it's not creating the link when I create. We need to help Pamela. Okay. So write down, Jason, the people that they're having
Hmm.
troubles to see what's going on. And let's have them create the link. So this is going to be the promotion and you guys all participate. Everyone who created their link and gets one sale, anything on that link by latest next Thursday. So let's say in the next week, Friday to Thursday, is going to participate in a raffle for $200. So I'm gonna get the flyer. I'm gonna make sure Jason gets the English flyer tomorrow because I'm supposed to announce this tomorrow because
Mhm.
tomorrow's my weekly team training call. But you guys got the primicia. How do you say that? You guys got the news first, so you can all participate, guys. Okay. You're not gonna have to send me anything because I already spoke with John Licari. I'm gonna get a company report on this. Okay. So I'm gonna get a company report on everyone who at least achieved one sale when the link closes. Okay. So this is why I want you to to open it today because it's gonna be open 7 days after the meeting. So if the meeting's on Saturday, it's gonna close next Saturday, and then like on Monday, I'm gonna ask for that report. You guys understand what I'm saying? That's why I need you to open the link for either like saying that the party is either today, tomorrow, Friday. Open your link and make sure you get one sale. Of course, we want four because I want you to get the prize. But if you at least get one sale in the entire week through that link, you're already going to be participating. So, guys, amazing things are happening. And I want you to know that there's going to be a very interesting promotion that we're going to launch. You guys will also be part of this for Black Friday. But I don't want to distract you from Taste and Talk, which this week, that's what we're going to do, Taste and Talk. Black Friday is in 2 weeks. So next week, you're going to find out. But we're going to have a very beautiful cash prize for everyone that goes to work for Black Friday. Okay. So,
Mhm.
Jason,
Get ready,
thank you
get ready,
so
get
much.
ready.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on this call. Your team is amazing. Let's do amazing things. So, Jason, I'm gonna make sure I send you the 120 Club flyer
Mhm.
with that thing so you can use it to promote and the flyer for this promotion. Okay. And let's plan something else, something out like a Zoom right before Black Friday. Maybe it could be next Wednesday. Let's see how it works out so that there I can launch what we're going to be doing for Black Friday. So, brother, big hug. I have another Zoom right after this, so I have to disconnect. And everyone here that's plugged in, thank you for your time. Let's make things happen. And I want everyone opening their Taste and Talk links. I want let me do a quick video for Jack. Okay. So I want everyone opening their Taste and Talk links. Remember, the goal is to have 4 people order, but if you opened your link today and you have at least one person that purchases, you're all going to participate in a $200 raffle. So let's make things happen. And guys, every single Friday, open up your link and everything you're going to sell, let's sell it through the link, guys. This is amazing. Okay. So, Jason, the mic is yours. Big hug, and let's make things happen.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you, brother. I know you got to get going. I know you got several meetings lined up already, and you carved out some moment in time today. So I do appreciate you doing such for this organization and team. So thank you very much for that, Mr. Jason Rodriguez. Information is very important and pertinent. So thank you. I know you got to go, brother. I would do a lot more, but I know you got to go. So I appreciate you. All right. And guys, listen, for everybody else, you guys got the information from him. He gave you exactly what's necessary and what's needed in order to be able to succeed and move forward. We've been talking about the taste and talks. I've been actually, just so you guys know, the reason why I've been literally asking people to talk on the calls and get them ready for the tasting talks. Anytime you start presenting, start promoting, start talking, it gets you into the mode to do it on your own. And the thing about that, what we're looking for, the reason why the company's really pushing for that, guys. And I was and again, I know he had to go. I would have discussed it with him on a call with you guys because, like I said, I'm on a call every Tuesday with some of the top leaders in the entire company, ambassadors. Most of them are globals and ambassadors and everything else. But based off of my history with the company, what I've been able to accomplish, they actually added me to that call as well, even though I'm not at that personal level yet. Because they know we're all on this comeback as an organization and team, but they invite me to the call. So being on the call, I'm privileged to information that's coming out, like the stuff that's coming out for Black Friday. I know what's happening. I know what's coming up. It's going to be amazing and things like that. But everything that he's talking about today is because the company wants people, they want to help people win. But just so you know, as an entrepreneur, as a network marketer, the reason why we do network marketing is not just to leverage the time. That's a key thing is leveraging the time helping other people get started in business, teaching them how they can build something, give them an economic opportunity. And from them learning to build a business, you can actually start receiving income and bonuses and things like that. But the real reason why we really do this, guys, so you understand it, is for residual income. And the residuals come from our customer base, not just. See, now I always teach you guys, we got two things. You got internal and external customers. Internal are us, the representatives. We are internal consumers. We are buying products ourselves, the coffee we're drinking, the NRG we're taking, the product we're using ourselves, but also getting customers. And just so you know, uh, people who regulate this industry, this is why this is important for you to understand as an entrepreneur. People regulate this industry. What separates companies from being like a Ponzi scheme and a scheme that people kind of hear schemes is because when you literally have products or services that you're selling, right, versus just saying that you're selling something but you have no product and service, those are Ponzi schemes when people just having money but no services or no products. But also they're looking for people to really not just recruit people into the business, but actually get customers. And so therefore the company wants to stand on solid ground with getting customers. But let me say this to you. What really got them excited about that is this. Them talking with other C-level organization leaders, right? So that means corporate level, other people own their companies. Many of them are billion-dollar owners already, billion-dollar company owners. And their companies, the people who are the most successful are the ones who have the most customers. They have a lot of customers, not just reps in the company, but they have customers. And they're people who have been getting customers over the last 5, 10, 15 years are multi millionaires. Their customers, the consumers are buying the same products. They've upgraded from just using one product to multiple products. So I just want to just say that to you guys, so you guys know as you wrap up the call, that goal should be for everybody to actually build a long-term consumer base, a customer base. And because the company now has the data, like you're going to have the data, they're going to have the data of your customers. Your people will be going to be getting emails from the company saying, "Hey, just so you know, there's a promotion on this. Just so you know, we also sell this. Just so you know, there's a sale on this," and they will be introducing other products on your behalf. And as time goes on, some of your customers will be clicking links to new products. Now you will get paid for them upgrading to new products, but the company's working alongside you guys to make sure all of us make sure that we can actually build a long-term consumer base. So I want to say that to you guys because this call wasn't a call for being hyped up, but making sure everybody understood exactly what they needed to do in order to build a successful business for themselves. So I appreciate Jason getting on the call. Appreciate you guys logging on. I saw Pamela, Katrina, Brandon. You guys sent the text saying that you guys weren't able to create the link. So let me see if there's anybody else. If you guys on this call and you don't know, you don't have my number is 910-257-4760, 910-257-4760. If you haven't created your party link, you can hit me up. I'll make sure that I walk you through the process myself. Right after this call, I'm going to be after we end the call, I'll be meeting you guys individually on your back on a Zoom line to make sure. So text me if you have not. 910-257-4760. Sunshine. Okay, great. You too. If you have not created your link, send me a quick message. It's only going to take a couple of minutes for each person. So we should be done pretty quickly. So I should be getting back to you guys. So I appreciate you guys logging on to this call. We're not going to do our normal 9 o'clock call because this is the call, but the company actually has a call at 9 o'clock as well tonight. I'm gonna let you guys make sure you guys, if you want to log on to that, you can actually hear from that. And the reason why I say that because a lot of things that we teach is being taught already. But I want you guys to have confirmations like he had the conversation today about things that we have already discussed. So that should be confirmation that you have been taught the exact information that everybody who's really winning. And the last thing I'm going to say to you guys is this. On that call, Jack was reading out people who actually been making money using the party links. And many people this past week, like they was like on Jason's team as well, they was made $1,200 from the link, $1,500 from the link, $2,000 from the link, $800 from the link, using their party links and doing virtual conversations. That's all it is. Just meeting people after time, or when they're meeting people one-on-one, making sure they're purchasing through their links and they're getting free products. They're getting money back, cash back. That means you literally saving money, making money, or all types of ways that many people who have not had an opportunity to do so, we have the opportunity now. But anyway, guys, if you guys got any additional questions, please reach out to me. Let's make sure that we set everything up. Tomorrow is the closeout of this work week. This should be the week that many of you guys requalify for your ranks. Many of you guys ranking up. If you and your organization have a plan or have not put a plan in place, let me work with you guys to help structure the plan for you to requalify or for you to rank up with your business. But make sure you create your party links, guys, and get your 2, 3, or 4 customers this week, and just show yourself that you can get it done. I love you guys. You guys have an amazing new you. Give me a second so you can unmute your mics and say good night. Give me 1 second. Hey, everybody, better unmute the mics. All right. See you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good evening.
Good night.
Love ya.